Hey, what's up, you guys? It is the cleaning lady here, and thank you for tuning into my channel. I decided to do a vlog because I had to fly during the global pandemic. So stick around and stay tuned. I'm going to be letting you guys know from a cleaning professional standpoint, some of the things I think are necessary when you are flying, but also just some heads up if you plan on flying during the pandemic. So stay tuned.
Oh boy, I feel weak, I feel insane. I feel you all in my veins. I need you.
So it took me about maybe 5 minutes to get through security, and as you can see, there's like nobody here at all. It's very empty. I am at B&A in Nashville, headed back to Los Angeles. But yeah, the process is really, you got to have your mask on at most airports. Not all of them, but most of them. And I mean, I have a carry-on, so I didn't go, and check a bag. The only thing is that you need to have your mask on at most airports. One important thing that you want to realize when traveling during this time is that most of the restaurants, bars, convenience stores in the airports are closed right now. So I wasn't able to sit down and eat a meal or, get a meal during my layover. So keep that in mind when you are traveling during this time. Another thing to keep in mind is that airlines are not filling up their airplanes right now. So, this is a picture from my seat. There was nobody next to me, and as you can see, there are no rows that are filled up. There is not another person sitting next to someone. So, unless you're like a family and you want to sit next to each other, they're pretty much not sitting people next to one another to follow social distancing guidelines. So this is a bottle of 70% alcohol mixed with a little bit of water. I pretty much use this to disinfect everything that I sat on, that I touched in my seating area while I was traveling. So in Seattle, this airport is fairly busier than the other ones that I've been to during this trip. Um, Especially in the concourse that I'm in, there's a lot more people. So I think it may solely just depend on the area and how many people are traveling out of that area and how big the airport is. Um, but of course, I'm still required to wear a face covering, covering my mouth and my nose, and I am choosing to stand up right now because there's a lot of people sitting down, and this doesn't really make it easy for me to maintain social distancing. And I'm still trying to make sure I stay away from, at least 6 feet away from folks. So, yeah, I recommend if you are going to be traveling, just come prepared with your, hand sanitizer, Lysol wipes, whatever you can do to protect yourself, but mainly stay 6 feet apart from people as much as you can, as best as you can. Okay, so I got a rental car, and I just want to point out a few things that I think are important when you guys are getting into when you're traveling, especially if you're going to get a rental car. Yes, they may tell you that they are going to wipe it down or they're sanitizing, but I think it's best to, have your own supplies to be able to do this as well. So, what I always carry with me is I have hand sanitizer. I have big ones that are in my at my house in Los Angeles, but I of course get travel size ones and keep them on me just for when I'm not able to wash my hands. And the best thing you could find would be a small to go Lysol can. Now it took me, I found one of these maybe at the end of March, and then it took me another 2 months to find some more. I got them at Target both times. You're not gonna be able to order them anywhere, so this will really just be by the luck of the draw. But if you get this, you can spray this before you enter pretty much anywhere, and it's gonna take care of the job as far as, killing the flu and cold viruses, and also 99% of germs and bacteria. So this is great. But if you cannot find that, 70% or higher alcohol and water, just a little bit of water. I also make this because I wipe stuff down with this. So I sprayed this on my steering wheel, and I have some little reusable wipes I got from the dollar store, and I wipe down the steering wheel as well. On the planes, they are actually not serving, most airlines at least, are not serving any type of food or beverage or anything like that for a purchase. So beware, if you want to eat, you're going to have to try to figure out, a snack from like one of the convention or convenience stores that are open in the airport. Also, with boarding, they are actually boarding not how they normally do in groups, but they're boarding like by rows. So most of the flights that I was on started from the back and did like 10 rows each time. And then they also deplaned the same way. So they did like 10 rows each time. So it helps with the social distancing and all of that. And they're, heavily promoting that in all the airports. So yeah, it was definitely a pleasant experience. Nothing to complain about. But definitely some things you need to be aware about if you are planning on flying.
That's all for this video, guys. Be sure to like this content if you found it helpful to you. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Be sure to stay safe during this time and keep yourself protected as best as you can. Until next